And this is the 1 p.m. Position, so we have still 130 miles an hour, and we have it moving north at 9 now. That's the same forward speed that we had in the last hour, and the track will take it right along the coastline. And the official track that came out at 11 o'clock today just hugs the coast, the west coast of Florida. We're not in the error cone. This is kind of a great example that even though you're not in that cone, you can still experience very strong tropical storm and hurricane force wind gusts, and we're seeing that in Miami right now with that 90-mile-an-hour wind at the airport. And then still a 2 or 3. There's tonight, that's Fort Myers, and there's Tampa. It'll be around Tampa about 2 a.m., maybe right over, the eye may travel right over Tampa, and then it very quickly by late Monday, or I should say late Sunday, early Monday, is just racing up in toward Georgia and the Carolinas after that. So that's the track at 11 o'clock. The computer model's in very good agreement. We were watching the European run come in around 3 a.m. and it matched up too. So there's high confidence that this track stays in place. But I would tell you, keep watching because we are seeing some significant winds even on the east coast of Florida, and we're going to see even stronger winds around the lake develop as the storm moves closer to. I think our peak storm conditions will be late this afternoon through about 8 p.m. Although, Glenn, we were talking earlier, and you noticed some of the forecast winds even behind the storm, even as it gets up around Tampa, are still very strong too.
Yeah, we'll still have, I mean, at least it looks like we'll still have tropical storm force winds even as it's up in the Tampa area, and then around the lake, those winds might last a while longer. We could see some hurricane force winds even after the storm's all the way up by Tampa, St. Pete, moving north.
And you raise a good point, because in Wilma, on the backside of that hurricane, those winds were able to race across the lake. There's not a lot of friction there, and very strong winds are possible into Pahokee and even Belglade on the south side as the whole wind field shifts and starts to bring in a westerly and a southwesterly winds. So right now our winds are off the coast, and they will be until this hurricane gets about 8 to 10 o'clock tonight, because it's spinning like this. And when it gets to this area, now this is Vipercast, so you take it in time there, and so as it gets a little farther north, then all of this wind comes in from the west and the southwest in the opposite direction pretty much. Shouldn't be quite as strong, but there will be some good winds out there right through Monday, it looks like at this point, although it will be starting to improve in a big way by Monday. So that's our official track all the way up the west coast of Florida. Very narrow error cone, even into Georgia. That's Naples right now. And Naples, you said, had over a 90-mile-an-hour wind about 20 minutes ago. Look at that. That's the beginning.
Yeah.
They are Clearwater right now, where they will see a tremendous storm surge from the storm, and they will experience hurricane force winds. Is that back to Naples again? Looks like it. So 90, 95-mile-an-hour winds right now in Naples.
And the eye's about 41 miles from Naples right now.
And the strongest winds are right around the eye, and the eye will travel right over Naples or very close to it. Either way, they're going to be in the eye wall in Naples. And that eye wall contains winds around, sustained winds around 130 at this point.